BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. Just a quick video to take a look at the latest Statcounter global stats, desktop browser market share percentages worldwide for the month of May 2022. Now, I do post one of these Statcounter videos more or less every month, in case you're interested, just to keep you in the loop and updated, as I do mention and talk about some of these browsers quite regularly on this channel. Now, when I posted my previous video, Edge was now holding more than 10% of the desktop browser market share in April, and for May we can see that it is still over 10%. But believe it or not, Internet Explorer has actually increased in its market share since April, where it was on 0.97% and now for May is on 1.68%. So that's just under a 1% increase, and a possible reason for that is that there's a lot of enterprises whose systems are still relying on the Internet Explorer browser and obviously are battling to move on. And as I have posted previously, and as many of you do know, Internet Explorer is reaching its end of life in just a couple of days. Its end of support on the 15th of June this month, 2022. So if you are still using the browser, you need to move on sooner than later. And also, as I've mentioned previously, a possible reason why Edge has increased in its market share is because a lot of users are migrating from Internet Explorer over to the Edge browser. Now, just to take a quick look at these other browsers. In April, Opera was on 2.43%, now on 2.81%, so that's a slight increase. Firefox, according to Statcounter, seems to be dropping very slightly in its market share every month. For April, it was on 7.86%, now on 7.66%. Safari in April was on 9.61%, now on 9.16% for the month of May. The Edge browser in April was on 10.07%, for May 10.11%, so still increasing in its popularity very slightly, and still over 10%, and also still in second place. And then Chrome, once again, way ahead in front, but has decreased slightly since April, where it was on 66.64% and is now on 66.1%. So that's a slight decrease for Chrome for the month of May, according to Statcounter. Now, if we just take a more in-depth look at the chart provided by Statcounter, which will just give us a more in-depth, wider perspective and view of the market share. In the green here at the top, that's Google Chrome, just under 70% as mentioned. Safari here in the grey-brown, as mentioned previously, dipped just under Edge to take on third place and move to third place here somewhere between March and April. Then Edge in the blue became the second most popular and used desktop browser between March and April, just overtaking Safari, as I mentioned previously. Firefox, as mentioned, from February dropped quite significantly and has continued to slightly decrease into April. And then Opera in the red, also decreasing here from about January of this year, has just dropped slightly every month, continue to just drop just slightly every month in its market share. And then all the other browsers are the dotted line, which seem to be on a steady, they seem to be steady. There's no significant ups and downs with the dotted line, so to speak. And those are your other browsers, as an example, like Brave and Vivaldi. So just wanted to let you know, Edge still number 2, Chrome still in first place. Firefox seems to be dropping slightly, and believe it or not, Internet Explorer has increased in its market share since April. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.